Welcome back to the Learn With Me Toonly series. In this video, we will begin to animate the first scene in our project video. This will include the boy throwing the ball getting bigger, the ball hitting the man, and the man falling down. Let's get right into it. I'm going to start with changing the setting for how the man, the boy, and the ball appear in the scene. I will be changing their setting from the default or bounce setting to instant in. First, let's make sure the man is highlighted and go to his settings. Down on in effect, we'll change bounce to instant, and on out effect, we'll change bounce to instant. We'll do the same thing for the ball, default to instant, and out effect, default to instant. And then for the boy, going to his settings, changing the in effect from bounce to instant, and the out effect, bounce to instant. Now let's play the scene and see what we have. And they're there at the start of the scene. We'll save our project so we don't lose our progress. Next, I want to resize the characters and move them to where I want them to start in the scene. We'll start with the man by highlighting him. And we'll drag one of the boxes up to make him a little bit larger. Moving over to the boy, we'll do the same thing, making him a little bit smaller. And we want him to move over and throw the ball from about here. So we'll drag and drop. Now that we have the characters in their starting positions, I will finish animating the boy. I will first add the throwing action. I don't see it in the list of actions, so I chose Say Hi as the closest to it. I will then have him run away afterwards. Now that we've chosen Saying Hi, let's see what it looks like. And now we'll add him running away. In preliminary, it's going to look something like this. We'll want him running in the other direction, so we'll change his direction by flipping it over. We'll save our project. Now that we have the basics for the boy done, let's work with the ball. I will shrink the ball down and have it start from the boy's hand. The ball will then get bigger as it approaches the man. I will also stretch out the idle man in the scene. We'll also move the baseball so it appears in the scene as the boy is making his throwing or high motion. We'll drag and drop it to right about where he starts to say hi. Resizing the ball by clicking on it and shrinking it down with the size boxes. And then drag and drop it over into the area of his hand. Using keyframes with the bar highlighted, we'll click on the first keyframe as the place where the ball starts. And then we'll use the ending keyframe. Whoops, man disappeared. Let's stretch him out a bit longer. And we'll drag the ball over to where we want it to end up. And then make it a little bit bigger. Let's see what we have. All right. We'll do some minor adjustments so the boy's not running away quite so soon. Oh, sorry. We'll do some keyframes for the boy's running where he starts, and we want him to end up just off the screen. So we'll use the ending keyframe for that, and this is what we'll have. Now let's add the man falling. Again, I did not have a falling action, so I chose the yoga action and trimmed the ending. I added an action and scrolled down till I found the yoga. And this is what it looks like. So it's time to make some adjustments. Making sure the playhead is over the man in the new yoga pose. We go into his settings and we trim the ending. And we pull that down till he's in about the position we want him in. And that's where we want him to end up. And so now we have really can't have him falling in the air, so we need to make some more adjustments. And we'll use keyframes for that. The starting keyframes, where he starts, we want him starting at, so that'll be where the ball hits him. And the ending keyframe, we want him down at the ground. So we'll drag him down. And This is what it'll look like now. A little bouncy, but should work. After doing the last scene, I adjusted the man's settings for what I feel is a better fall. This is how. I went into the man's settings and changed the interpolation for his fall from loop to stretch, and then I went into the ending frame select and adjusted it down, and this is what we have. That will do it for today's video. In the next video, we will animate scene 3 and add voice to scene 3 for lip syncing. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. I will see you in the next video.